Seema Kennedy.
Thank you for calling me Madam Deputy Speaker. And I'd like to congratulate the Honourable Member for East Lothian and my Honourable friend for Tunbridge and Malling for their excellent maiden speeches today.
Thank you.
Madam Deputy Speaker, the greatest prize I won on the 8th of May was the right to serve. I will do my utmost to repay the trust that the people of South Ribble have put in me. As the first member of this place of Iranian heritage, I feel a particular weight of responsibility on my shoulders. I have a voice in the Mother of Parliaments where there are mothers in Iran who have no voice at all. And I have that voice because of the support given to me by my volunteers, my activists, and my friends and family. My father came to Lancashire in the 1960s to study textiles. He met my mother, who's from an Irish family. And growing up, I grew up in Iran, and of course we had to leave there because of the revolution. I spent the rest of my childhood in the constituency of my honourable friend, the member for Ribble Valley, whose constituency is adjacent to my own. So I'm Irish, I'm Iranian. My children have the blood of England, of Wales, of Guernsey flowing through their veins. But above all, and particularly in this place, I am a proud Briton. We meet at a time when we are debating historic choices which will be put to our nation and which will influence our role in the world for generations. Now, Madam Deputy Speaker, some honourable members have asked me, where is South Ribble? And they presume, because the river rises in Yorkshire, that it is in Yorkshire. But no, Madam Deputy Speaker, it is in the Reds Rose County, the one which won the Rose of the Roses. God save and I find myself between two Yorkshire. And Madam Deputy Speaker, the world has flocked to South Ribble over the centuries. We have a long history of trade and of traffic. Viking invasions in the 9th century, Irish migration in the 19th, and today we benefit from the hard work of thousands of Eastern Europeans who work in our fields. And South Ribble has always exported cars, buses and trucks from the world-famous Leyland Motors, fine salads from Hunter Pack, and delicious frozen pizzas from Dr. Ertka. My constituents are open to the world, they are optimistic for the future. But they want a Europe which works for them, for their families and for our nation. Like many of my constituents, I have never had my say on our role in Europe, and I'm delighted that the Conservatives' victory has meant we are able to deliver this choice for the British people. I pay tribute to my predecessor, Lorraine Fulbrook. Lorraine was unrelenting in her work in protecting and preserving the countryside and village nature of our constituency. She successfully led the fight in opposing wind farms and was tireless in her commitment to protecting our area from flooding. She was an assiduous member of the Home Affairs Select Committee, reporting on matters such as FGM, immigration and counter-terrorism. Her no-nonsense manner and her sense of humour will be greatly missed both in this place and in the constituency. I wish her the very best in the next chapter of her life. I also pay tribute to the first member for South Ribble, the Right Honourable Sir Robert Atkins, who served with distinction in this House and later for many years in the European Parliament. His family's tradition of service continues with the recent election of my honourable and learned friend, the lady for Louth and Horncastle. Now, the tradition in a maiden speech is that I take you on a metaphorical open-top bus tour of my constituency. So, honourable members, honourable friends, jump on a Leyland-made bus and hold on tight. And those of you who have been in my passenger seat, please be assured I'm not driving today. Leyland is prospering as a result of the grit and resilience of its people and strong local leadership. Lancashire City Deal is one of the largest city deals and promises to bring further prosperity to the area through infrastructure investment. This will lead to thousands more homes and jobs being created. This initial investment is already in place and has contributed to the renaissance of the town as a hub for distribution and manufacturing. Companies like Dr. Oetker, like Waitrose, are choosing to site operations there, and I hope that many more will join them. The forward thinking of South Ribble Borough Council, under the leadership of Councillor Margaret Smith, has meant that in the last 5 years, South Ribble has had more jobs created than Liverpool and Manchester combined.
Wow.
Our bus now enters the rolling hills of Maudsley and Eccleston. And Eccleston is the home to the first British winner of the Tour de France, Bradley Wiggins. Yeah. His success in the Olympics is also marked with a golden postbox, and the villagers justifiably share his pride in this achievement. But for me, Madam Deputy Speaker, this spot outside the postbox is memorable because it was where I first reversed into a constituent in my car. The River Ribble shapes the rest of my constituency. The beautiful, rich black soils of the floodplain grow some of the finest salads, tomatoes and brassicas in the country. The industry employs thousands in the villages of Banks, Hesketh Bank and Tarleton, as well as undertaking cutting-edge research. These people are contributing to our nation's food security, but they can only continue to do so with the right infrastructure. I welcome my Right Honourable friend the Chancellor's plans for the Northern Powerhouse, and I will do all I can to make sure it extends up the M6 and into Lancashire, so that my constituents can benefit from this great devolution. I will do all I can to make sure that the Green Lane link is built to improve conditions for growers and reduce congestion on village roads. Madam Deputy Speaker, we now arrive at the northernmost part of my constituency, the town of Penwitham. This is the site of the final bridge over the Ribble. Honourable members can alight from the bus, stretch their legs, no doubt nervous that perhaps I took control of the wheel at some point without them knowing. If the promise of the city deal is to be realised, we need another bridge over the Ribble. This new Ribble Crossing Bridge will complete the ring road around Preston, and crucially, it will link the two parts of the Lancashire Enterprise Zone, which are based at BAE Samlesbury and Wharton. These sites employ thousands in the aerospace sectors, building the Hawk, the Typhoon and the F-35, and they are a vital part of our national security. But these enterprise zones also have the potential to become hubs for advanced engineering and manufacturing. Madam Deputy Speaker, the people of South Ribble play a vital role in bolstering our nation's defences and contributing to our nation's food security. As part of the Northern Powerhouse, they want to play their part in Britain's future in the world. I thank them for the trust they have put in me, and I look forward to being their voice in this place. Yeah.